The end of Dexter, Original Sin Season 1, Episode 7 confirms the shocking identity of Nikki Spencer's kidnapper, which also reveals how the prequel can finally introduce Captain Thomas Matthews. In addition to Dexter tracking down various killers and Lagerta being focused on the unidentified NHI killer, the crisis of a mysterious figure kidnapping the children of high-profile authority figures in Miami has loomed over Dexter, Original Sin Season 1. After kidnapping and killing Jimmy Powell, the son of an important judge, the suspect kidnapped Aaron Spencer's son, Nicky, with the captain throwing the blame on the cartels. In reality, Dexter, Original Sin Season 1, Episode 7 confirms the theory that the kidnapper is Captain Aaron Spencer himself. After killing Jimmy Powell, Spencer attacked his ex-wife before kidnapping and severing the finger of his own son for a yet undisclosed reason. Because the captain of Miami Metro Homicide accidentally got his blood on the box with Nicky's finger, Dexter ended up figuring out that Spencer is the killer. It's now only a matter of time before Dexter puts Spencer on his table and there's a vacancy in the captain position, and the original show hints at who will fill that role. Aaron Spencer being Dexter, Original Sin's killer sets up Thomas Matthews to replace him as captain. Dexter killing Spencer could lead to Matthews replacing him at Miami Metro. With Aaron Spencer being confirmed as Jimmy Powell's killer, it seems the series is setting him up to be killed in Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 finale. Dexter has already put it together that Spencer being the killer would explain the hesitation cut on Nicky's finger, the killer's blood type being the same as Nicky's, and Spencer curiously being at Dexter's desk early in the today. Now, it's just a matter of Dexter needing to find cold, hard proof that Aaron Spencer is Jimmy's killer and Nicky's kidnapper, which he'll also have to tell Harry. Dexter will almost certainly be the one to kill Spencer on his table at the end of Original Sin Season 1, which means that Miami Metro Homicide will need to hire a new captain. While it would make sense for Dexter's father to be in line for that position, Harry Morgan's death is also looming in the distance. Plus, the main series revealed that Harry never even reached the rank of lieutenant, let alone captain, of Miami Metro Homicide. Since Bobby Watt is also a detective, the identity of the lieutenant in Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 is still technically unconfirmed. However, the main series points to the idea that Miami Metro's current lieutenant in Dexter, Original Sin is the yet-to-be-seen character Thomas Matthews. While he serves as the captain of Miami Metro Homicide at the start of Dexter's original show, flashbacks with Harry and discussions about the character indicate that Thomas Matthews should be the lieutenant during Original Sin Season 1's timeline. However, Matthews shockingly hasn't been introduced in the show yet, despite how close Dexter revealed he and Harry were before the latter's death. Spencer's role in the prequel series generally seemed to replace the function that Matthews would serve at this time, which might have made simultaneously including the two redundant. As such, it seems like Dexter killing Aaron Spencer will be the most opportune time to finally bring young Thomas Matthews into the fold, as he's the most likely character to get the promotion to captain. Still, the timing of Matthews' introduction will be tricky for continuity purposes between Original Sin and what was previously established in Dexter. Matthews still has to be introduced before Harry Morgan's death in Dexter, Original Sin. Matthews was the only one who knew how Harry really died. Captain Thomas Matthews looking to the right of the screen in Dexter. The timeline of Dexter, Original Sin itself now seems to have a problem with the overlap of Thomas Matthews' introduction, Harry Morgan's death, and Captain Spencer's death. If Captain Spencer dies in the Season 1 finale, then Matthews might not be introduced until the very end of that episode. However, Dexter established that Matthews and Harry had been longtime friends and colleagues before the latter's death, which also seems like it will occur in the Season 1 finale, as Dexter's voiceover in the premiere said Harry would only live for less than another year. To be faithful to what was outlined in Dexter, Matthews will have to be introduced before Original Sin Season 1 finale, and the prequel will have to give some focus to his friendship with Harry. In the main series, Matthews was the only person who knew the truth about Harry's suicide, with Harry also tasking Matthews with looking after and protecting Dexter and Deb after his death. Therefore, it's possible that Dexter could kill Spencer in the penultimate episode, giving Original Sin more time to address Thomas' potential introduction and Harry's inevitable death. Will Miami Metro discover the truth about Spencer being the killer? Dexter might blame the cartels to cover his own tracks. Original Sin confirming Aaron Spencer is the killer also now begs the question of whether Miami Metro discovers the truth. Miami Metro never learned about Dexter's killings throughout his entire employment there, so it wouldn't be surprising if the team remained oblivious to Spencer's actions. The original series never mentioned that a former Miami Metro captain was a killer, which seems like an important piece of information for the homicide department to discuss. Consequently, Dexter may kill Spencer in Dexter, Original Sin, but, to cover his own tracks, still let the cartel take the blame for Spencer's crimes.